White House responding to a report about Amazon. The report initially said that Amazon was going to start adjusting its prices online to show the exact amount which was due to tariffs. An Amazon spokesperson now responding to CNBC saying, quote, "The team that runs our ultra low-cost Amazon Haul store has considered listing import charges on certain products. This was never a consideration for the main Amazon site, and nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties." So, guys, we had seen some impact in the markets on Amazon stock this morning after the White House called this a hostile and political act. Amazon now saying this is not under consideration for the main site. Guys.
Hi, Mr. Secretary. So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect, crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise because, as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon and Secretary.
So the White House must scare the shit out of Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos says he's no longer showing us the price of the tariffs on each item on the website anymore. This morning, the Amazon company stated they were going to put the cost of the tariffs on their website next to their prices so people could see how the prices are being impacted by the tariffs. Well, I guess the White House decided they were going to go ahead and give Jeff a call, and now he's not doing that. On top of that, UPS has just stated that they are laying off 20,000 workers due to a decrease in Amazon packages. So not only are we going to be in the dark about how much these tariffs are impacting the price of our goods, it's looking like people are going to be losing their jobs left and right. Wondering how everyone feels about that. How do you feel about the fact that the White House can call up a owner of a major retailer and tell them that they can't do something for the consumers? Sounds like they're in control, not the people that are paying the bills. If you shop with Amazon, it's looking like you're not in charge. They don't care about you more than they care about Trump.
So now it's a hostile and political act.
So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect, crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why did...
That's not a hostile and political act. You know what it is? It's motherfucking business. When these corporations don't want to take the blame for your fuck up. Just because Trump woke up with a soft dick one day and said he wanted to give a 10% tariff to the entire fucking world and a 145% tariff to motherfucking China. Then wanted to come onto the airwaves every day and lie to the people and say, well, the people are not going to be paying more money. We're just going to be bringing billions and billions of dollars from all these other countries. Knowing damn well that's not how the fucking process works. Knowing damn well the economists told us that was a fucking lie. Knowing damn well they thought we were fucking stupid. Nah, that's not a hostile political act. You want to know what a hostile political act really looks like? Is when you're president of the United States and one of the states that you literally oversee is on fire and you decide you don't want to help them until you find out if they voted for you or not. Or when you cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, education funding, and food stamps, all to give tax cuts to the ultra-wealthy. That's a hostile and political motherfucking act, bitch.
Have you ever wondered how much tariffs are going to cost you, the consumer? Well, now Amazon is going to show you. That's right. Today, Tuesday, April 29th, Amazon announced that moving forward, they're going to show the exact additional cost that tariffs are adding to all of your products. Now, for example, a pair of wireless earbuds are going to cost you $121 when normally they would have cost you $99, and it'll show you that $22.77 have been added because of these tariffs. Tariffs are only added to products made and manufactured outside of the United States, but for those products, you're going to see them go up on average 29%. And the White House is not happy about Jeff Bezos's and Amazon's transparency with their consumers, calling this a hostile political move. But what do you think? Are you happy to see what this added cost will bring you? As always, I want to hear down below.
Okay, so President Donald Trump has called Amazon founder Jeff Bezos after it was reported that the retail giant planned to detail costs of trade tariffs to its customers. Amazon said it had looked into itemizing the impact for shoppers using Amazon Haul, a low-cost site it launched in the U.S. last year to compete with Shein and Temu. But it said it had decided not to move forward, and the idea had never been under consideration for its main platform. The White House decision to go on the attack over the report is an indication of the pressure it is facing over the new tariffs, new import taxes, which analysts say will lead to higher prices for consumers and increase the chances of a recession. Well, yeah, because ain't nobody going to be buying because everything is too high. They're only going to buy the necessities. At a news conference marking the president's first 100 days in office on Tuesday, today, Secretary Kevin Lovett said she had discussed Amazon's reported move with the president and argued it represented another reason why Americans should buy American. This is a hostile political act by Amazon, she said. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation in the highest level in 40 years? What does the Biden administration have to do with the tariffs? Like, y'all really try to push this on Biden when this has nothing to do with Biden. Girl, bye. Trump has wrapped up tariffs since re-entering office in January. Measures, he argues, will boost manufacturing and raise tax revenue for the U.S. Even after rolling back some of his initial plans this month, Trump announced he have left many foreign imports facing new duties at least 10%, while products from China are facing import taxes at least 145%. The measures have prompted a sharp drop in trade between the two countries and raised fears of supply stocks and shortages of products from baby proms to umbrella items for which China is a major supplier. Some businesses are starting to detail the cost of measures for customers, with Shein and Temu known for business models that ship directly from China manufacturers to customers among the online platforms to already announce price hikes. Manufacturers from China represents about half of the sellers on Amazon in the U.S., according to analysts. Amazon planned to detail the tariff impact for customers, was first reported by Punchbowl News on Tuesday. Asked about the report, Amazon spokesperson Tim Dow confirmed that the company has considered the idea of listing import charges on certain products for its Amazon Haul store. This was never approved, and it's going to happen, he said in a statement to the BBC. A source familiar with the Amazon discussed said they had sparked by the end of the exemption from tariffs and shipments from China worth less than $800. The person said the decision not to spotlight the new cost was not a response to the White House complaints today. But asked by reporters about his call with Mr. Bezos, Trump said the billionaire, who stepped down as chief executive in 2021, had solved the problem. Jeff Bezos was very nice. He was terrific. He solved the problem very quickly. He did the right thing. He's a good guy, he said. Amazon was among the many business to donate money to the president's inauguration, and Mr. Bezos was given a seat of honor at the event. Of course he was. So was Muskie. Mr. Bezos, who owns the Washington Post, met Trump after the election and has praised his push for deregulation and lower taxes. But the two men have had a tense relationship in the past. Trump repeatedly criticized Amazon and the Washington Post during his first term, while Mr. Bezos in 2016 accused Trump of using rhetoric that erodes our democracy around the edges and once joked about blasting him in space in a rocket. But wasn't prices cheaper in 2016 than they are now? In 2019, Amazon filed a lawsuit against the Pentagon, alleging that it had been denied a $10 billion contract due to Trump's decision to pursue his own personal and political ends to harm Mr. Bezos, he perceived political enemy. And now they're buddy-buddy because of money. I think, Mr. Bezos, you should have let everybody see how much tariffs are put on the item that they brought. You should have never bowed to Trump, because now he's going to get cocky and just wants everybody, because you was doing something right for the consumer and now you back down. Wow, this is the state of America. But hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Have a great day, YouTube.
Jeff Bezos' Amazon, Dr. Evil himself, is about to start showing tariffs on everything you purchase on their website, and that's awesome. See, they think this is going to make Donald Trump look bad, but the only thing that can make Donald Trump look bad is Donald Trump. This is actually going to make Amazon look bad. No matter what you do or say about Donald Trump, his approval rating is going to be stuck around 45%. Amazon's entire business model is based on the illusion that you are getting a good deal on cheap goods. Now, they are basically going to burst this little logical bubble that they have over their customers that you're not actually getting a good deal and this is costing more. This is going to cause customers to go to their competitors. Their closest competitor, Walmart, only has 6 to 7% of the market. Amazon has 40%. It's basically a monopoly. I really, really hope they do it. I have my doubts, but I would love to see their sales tank because of this. All right, the guy, he's Dr. Evil, I swear to God. He's even got the pecker rocket from Austin Powers. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. That's Jeff Bezos, for sure.
Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back.
Well, breaking fucking news, guys. So Amazon is going to start showing us what the tariff surcharge is going to be. So basically, if there's an item that you order on Amazon, they are going to start showing you the tariff surcharge that you're also going to be paying of that item. So if the item cost $6-7, they're not going to raise the price of the total item that cost $6-7 a couple months ago. You're gonna see the $6-7, but then at the end of your purchase, when it gives you the breakdown, it's going to say, well, the tariff surcharge is $5. The White House is fucking angry. They stepped out and said this is a hostile act. They are not happy. They are pissed. I never thought I would be on the side of history where I say, oh, you go ahead, Jeff Bezos. You do your motherfucking big one. Jeff said, y'all ain't finna blame me for this shit. Y'all ain't finna put my name through the mud. The fuck?
Amazon has sensationally backed down from its plan to show tariff costs on its website after facing backlash from the White House, which called Amazon hostile for planning on showing customers how much they'd be paying from tariffs. And Amazon is telling some big whoppers to backpedal. Amazon's official statement goes something like this. We only plan to display tariff costs on a portion of our website where the majority of products come from China, but it had nothing to do with those triple-digit 145% tariffs. Come on, Amazon. First, Amazon is claiming that they did not plan on showing tariff costs across the entire site. They said that they only considered it on a very small portion of Amazon called Amazon Haul that most people have never heard of. Yeah, right, Amazon. But the next part is even funnier. Amazon claims that the plans to show tariff costs had nothing to do with the triple-digit tariffs of 145%
on goods from China. Huh? So Amazon really wants us to believe that this plan just came up out of nowhere by chance? Come on, Amazon. This is even funnier because most of the products on Amazon Haul are from China. Oh my gosh. Amazon, you might as well own what you were going to do because most people would agree with a tariff calculator. Amazon, for this BS statement, you've just made the D3 list, a podcast about dumb, desperate, and diabolical business decisions.
Look, I cannot keep up with all the knee bending that's going on. Good Lord. And speaking of good Lord, it's like the Catholic Church. If you've ever gone to Catholic Church, there's a lot of standing and kneeling and standing and kneeling and genuflecting. And this is what it's like. So Amazon announced that it was going to add the price of the tariff and then the price of the good onto one of its sites, and it is their Amazon Haul, which is like a lower tier site to compete with like Temu and Shein and all of that. But they said it was never going to be on their big main site, right? So after the White House blasted them, calling it an act of a hostile political act, all of a sudden Amazon is saying, yeah, we're not going to do it. More knee bending than the freaking church on a Sunday mass. Can we please stop it?